state champions. They're rare, but we got Mr. Jason Detre with us today, LaRue County. Now, you guys should have watched. If you've not, you've missed out. You need to watch his 1998 video, but this is 1999. Returning state champion, 189 pounds. You're the king of the division. Everybody knows it. We're not really going to go into what got you into wrestling. We've already done that. Go back and watch his 1998 video. But what I do want to talk about is coming back as a senior. You're the man. I've asked, like Joe Carr, Miguel, or Livingston Merritt, Tendai, a couple other returning state champions, Chris Dunn. You had to get everybody's best shot. Every tournament you went to, every individual tournament, duel, whatever, you're getting everybody's best shot. Everybody wants a shot at the champ, right? Now, could you tell a difference in the way people wrestled you in 98 as compared to 99 season?
No, and here's why. And you're going to look at my record going in. I finished the season at 14-1.
Oh, okay.
So
I didn't know that.
This is one of those stories. My junior year, I chose not to play football because my freshman and sophomore year, I always had a nagging injury coming into football that affected my wrestling.
Oh, okay. So
junior year, I set football out. First year, I came into wrestling 100% healthy and worked out really well for me. I ended up playing football my senior year. I get hurt.
Oh, my.
Literally the last play against Bullitt East in our regional final game. Get going for a tackle, football helmet comes and hits my elbow. My elbow's all bruised up, and a week later we're wrestling. Mm-hmm. So the first match of my senior year, wrestling Drew Newman, go to hit a standing Granby, and I dislocate my elbow.
Oh.
So the first match of my senior season is injury defaulted with a dislocation.
My goodness.
So I'm out pretty much the whole season. Until I wrestled Summit State duels, and then I wrestled district, regions, and states. That's all I wrestled the whole year.
My goodness.
So,
okay, well,
very different season.
That's a good story. Actually, Damian Level from Christian County, same situation. He got hurt in football, and I think he come back like a week before districts and ended up winning 145 pound state championship in 1999. So that's cool that we got two. I'm going to say injured, but we had two state champions this year that were injured in football and ended up coming back and winning the state championship.
Yeah,
and
absolutely. It's interesting. So my season was a lot different.
Okay, well, state duels. Did LaRue County win it 99 state duels?
We did.
Okay, I was thinking, because I know like 99, I think 2001 you guys won it again. I think, of course, you was gone by then, but I think, yeah, I'm pretty sure like you guys were right there at the tops in 1999. In the state tournament that year, in the state KHSAA state tournament, you guys finished 4th as a team, which had to be your highest, I'm sure, ever, correct?
Correct.
Okay. And so you got to wrestle Summit State duels a couple weeks before. Did it, like anybody in the postseason wrestle you differently because you are the state champion? And do you feel like anybody, I'm not going to say on purpose, but like took a cheap shot on your elbow to get you out?
No. It's interesting. Like you'll see a difference when we watch the film, but it was definitely not being able to wrestle, not being able to be as crisp. It was definitely a different style of wrestling.
I got you. I understand. Well, let's go through your bracket real quick. First round. Now, we're still 16-man bracket. This is before they conveyed from districts, regions, to state. Now region, state. Now it's district, region, state still. You wrestle Travis Brown from Louisville Doss. You win that by fall in 31 seconds. Then you are supposed to wrestle Kevin Gray from Woodford, but it says a default.
He took an injury default. He had hurt his ankle, I believe, in the previous match. And I think it was still giving him trouble. He went on to wrestle the next round, but yeah, I got an injury default.
Yeah, it looks like, let me find it here. Well, Travis Brown, looks like he wrestles back to 4th place, which is pretty good. Then in the semifinals, you wrestle LT Utz from St. Xavier. LT went on to get 6th that year. And then you get to the finals, and you're wrestling John Wilkinson from Henry Clay. Now, you guys saw Jim Shaw's video. He wrestles Josh Wilkinson from Henry Clay. I thought that was a misprint on the brackets whenever I was printing these off, for the video. Got to looking, Josh and John, pretty cool that, you got two brothers in the state finals. They are brothers, correct?
As far as I know,
okay.
yes, they are
If
brothers.
that's wrong, put it in the comments, but I'm pretty sure that they're brothers. Had you wrestled Wilkinson before?
Never.
I'm just looking here, just the bracket above. Wilkinson wrestled John Dowles from Sheldon Clark in the state or semifinals, and in 2001, John went on to win. I think he pinned first minute he pinned. So there's some good wrestlers here in the semifinals. Did you wrestle LT Utz before?
No, I did not. And,
okay.
That match, I think, which said 14-8. It was just, again, I wrestled on my feet, take down, let up, take down, let up. Never in a lot of real danger. Just didn't have an opportunity to to put anybody on their back.
I understand that. All right, so you're wrestling John Wilkinson, Henry Clay. Now you have never seen this one.
Never.
Okay. The other one you saw like a year or so before, but you've never watched this one?
No, I never watched the other one before.
Okay, that's my mistake.
Either one. I've watched highlights of both.
Highlights. That's my bad. That's my fault. 100% my fault. This one has the introductions on it. So your second time under the lights, what's going through your mind when you're backstage, like back in the practice mat area, and they call your name out, you go running out, or beforehand, like what's going through your mind?
It's go time. Yeah, I had that mentality that I was going to win, and actually, I'll talk about it when the film starts. But the first thing I do, Jimmy tells me I'm going to do beforehand. He said, "This is what you're going to do: put this kid on the back, pin him first period." Now I didn't end up in a pin, but it's what happened. And this was one of the only matches. My grandfather was a dairy farmer. Mm-hmm. This was one of the only matches he ever came and watched.
Wow.
The only match, actually, to be specific.
Well, that's cool.
So,
that's awesome.
Had a lot of fan support. Aunts, uncles, brothers, kids from our high school. We used to bring a big high school crowd up to watch.
Yeah.
So a lot of my friends were there in support. So it was a good atmosphere. It was rocking.
Earlier today, we done Ozzie Parker 2006, and the camera. My version is from the actual KHSAA broadcast or production. The Ozzie's video was from Coach Kenner's, I guess, personal camera, and in the LaRue County fan section, you can just see there's I'm not going to say 100 kids, but there's got to be close to 100 kids, shirts off, painted, glow sticks, everybody going on. Because Frankfort from Hodgenville isn't that far of a trip, is it?
No, not at all.
That's what I thought. And
very drivable.
That's what I thought. And, especially when you got people in the finals, it's easy to drive up, check out your classmates, check out the people that you know and doing it. Enough of us rambling on here. Let's go watch this 1999 video. So we're back at the Farnham Dungeon Center. You guys are seeing what we're seeing. Under the lights, of course, on this familiar reddish orange color mat. And LaRue County is getting ready to be represented by our guest. Let's check it out. Here he comes running out. You got the toboggan on.
Had the toboggan on. A little excitement going on.
So you're pumped. All right, I'm going to turn down the volume. That's the thing about these older videos. Sometimes the volume is good. Sometimes it is just bust your head.
So you can see, got my elbow brace on.
Oh, yeah.
On that left side.
We're out. Man, that 189, 195, 220 pound weight class, 215 back in the day, those are usually your strongest wrestlers. Just absolute brutes all the way around.
You had some men in there for sure.
Absolutely.
Definitely, you had some people that were strong. You have.
Well, like just off the top of my head, I've done Josh Muncie, Sheldon Clark, 189 pounds, Bo Hoffman. Matt Horn, Johnson Central, 95, I think, or 195 in 2019. I mean, those are you, there's some animals in those weights.
Miguel Merritt. He wrestled for Henry Clay too. David Moore.
Now, are you wrestling to protect that elbow? Is it hurting you that bad, or you just don't want?
There's not a lot of mobility.
Okay.
It's basically in this position. I can bend it up, but it doesn't have any flex in it to go out. So it does limit some of the things I was able to do for sure.
I understand.
So we're still at 0-0 with 32 seconds left to go. Shot.
There it is.
Little cradle.
Uh-oh. One. Oh, is that a pin? Did we get a pin right here?
We don't, but we're on our back the rest of the period. It's pretty close.
It's hard to tell from this. I don't know, man.
So we in that period going up 5-0, and like I said, it was pretty close to being a pin.
That was.
I think if you saw Gary on the side, he thought it was a pin.
That was.
And I think I told you beforehand, Jimmy Shaw said, you're going to shoot in, he's going to put his head down, you're going to put him in a cradle, put him on his back first period. And that's what happened. So something you've seen before, another optional start.
Yep. Hey.
Not a lot of effort going on there. Back to the feet. So we're 5-1.
5-1. Second period.
And again, at this point in my head, being up 5-1, I'm not worried about the result of this match. I feel fully in control mentality, because I don't believe that I'm going to get beat there.
Right. No, I got you. I completely understand. So, there we go. Now we're trying something. Stalin red.
That's me. So yeah.
Or no, Stalin green. Did he hit both of you guys for Stalin?
He may have. I got a lot of stall calls, and sometimes you wonder about those. I mean, just watching this match, I've taken 2 or 3 shots, I believe. And when you start counting shots, I think you start thinking about legit shots and what that looks like.
Mm-hmm.
So we're still 5-1 on our feet. Try to circle back in, stay into the center. I never liked wrestling near the edge of the mat, because when you go for takedowns or shoot long doubles, it's really easy for them to get outside. So you can see I always try to just go back to the center. You got room to move, room to wrestle.
Yeah, that's especially nowadays with wrestling. I mean, that's where I think kids are taught to go right to the center, right to the edge of the mat, and just do what you can do. Hopefully, you get a call right there. Hopefully, you have a ref that is used to seeing line work.
What's hard to wrestle that line?
So we're down about 10 seconds left in the second.
10 seconds, right? We're at 5-1.
Now, does your conditioning come into play? Not being able to.
Yeah, and then we get another stall call here. Yeah, it does. I'm definitely not in the shape that I would like to have been in at that point.
We got like injury time or something, going to spit in the garbage can or something.
Which I probably enjoyed that moment.
A couple little seconds paid off.
All right, makes a difference. So we're at 5-1 here.
Wrestle. All right. Same thing. Good stand up. Couldn't hold you. 6-1. And should be close to getting 2 right here. There we go, there's 2. He's not give it yet for some reason. There we go, counts the near fall. We got 2 red takedown. And there should be some.
He gave 2 near falls. And again, you know, you're looking at not being able to do some things that you normally be. Myself, some little bit of trouble right there, you know. Not worried about it, just gave it up.
Right.
You know, it was just, again, a little bit of sloppy conditioning and wrestling.
It's like he's trying to pull that arm back.
Trying to.
Like a bar or something. Okay, we're up 9-3.
Yeah, you know, and if I was him, I would have been wearing that arm out. So we're at 9-3 here. At some point in here, like I said, I've already known that this match is over.
Mm-hmm.
I'd give a shot up here in a minute and do a little celebrating.
Locks on. He's trying to pull you in, go out.
Yeah, got
Stalling.
to flee the mat.
Fleeing the mat.
On me. I don't know how much that is fleeing.
Start injury.
Yeah.
For green. Stop injury. It took a little bit less than a minute right there.
So, you know, at this point, I'm thinking strategy. You know, I'm up 9-4. He's not really scored a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So what can you do not to be in trouble? You know, don't give up a headlock. So you're going to see, I'm just holding on, not worried about this, just letting time go.
Right.
You know, some people would think, you know, what are you doing?
2.
And this is it. Look back at the clock. I'm not. It's a golden piece right there. No. And again, I was talking about wrestling to win instead of wrestling to dominate. And some things you may go do different, but just being comfortable and knowing that situational time, the worst thing that could happen to me is get thrown or get put in a headlock.
Right there at the very end. He give a 5-point move or whatever.
Right. So just wrestle smart.
It worked. I'm sure somewhere in LaRue County you got like a name on a banner or like in a trophy case or something to that effect. And that's what I love, you know, meeting with guys I've never met before, being able to tell their story, let them watch the video for the first time, and just be able to tell the story. Yep, you're a return state champion, but you're coming off of a football injury. You're coming off of not being able to wrestle a whole lot. And I'm sure people that maybe less like family, people you wrestled with or wrestled against that knew you, probably didn't know that story. So that's what I love about this, is just being able to tell your guy's story. Any closing thoughts, anything that you'd like to, you know, put a bow on this one and wrap it up?
Well, I think that it's the same thing that I tell my children about athletics. Mm-hmm. If you want to be successful, it starts with your mentality. You have to have a champion mentality. I think that's probably the least coached piece in all of sports.
I'd say you're probably right about that.
And then you follow that up by having good physique as far as being in shape, physically in shape. And then lastly, you have to have good technique. And I would just venture to say that you could go through the state champions video and you're going to find people that do 2 or 3 items really well.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And that's what they get better at. That's what they improve on. You don't have to know 100 moves. And when I coached, I used to say to the kids all the time, you have to be able to do this move to the state chump and the state champ. And if you can't do it to both,
I'm
don't
going to
do
use
it.
that. You're going to hear that line more and more in the videos that I do. I like that. Well, you're not the state chump. You're the 2-time state champion. Thank you for doing this with me. I really appreciate it, man.
Appreciate it.
Good to be here in LaRue County, Hodgeville, land of Lincoln, and be able to tell you. We got some more LaRue County guys coming. It's just getting everybody on the same page. Like I said in the intro video at the top of the playlist about what years I have, if you guys want me to come to your school, your town, wherever, and meet with your state champions, I would love to. I would love to get as many schools as I can, as many guys as I can on the channel. But I do respectfully ask, if you're going to, get as many as you can get in one. I'll stay all day if I have to, but let's just try to get everybody in 1 day, 2 days, something to that effect. That way we're not, going back and forth. We can get everybody there. I understand scheduling conflicts. People can't come. I can come back and get on another day, but let's try to get as many people as we can on the same day. Like today, we got three guys today. We was able to, get Ozzy, Jim, and now Jason. So LaRue County is going to be represented on the channel, and that's what we're all about. This is not necessarily about me. This is all about these guys and telling their story and letting the people they wrestled against, wrestled with, family, friends. Like your grandpa said, only got to watch one match. Now you can watch is he still living?
No, he's deceased.
Okay, I'm sorry to hear that. But, people, stories like this, maybe you couldn't make it. Now you can watch, 98 and 99. Maybe you got family in other states that can, watch your matches, whatever. We just love being able to tell their story. That's all we got for today in LaRue County. Thank you to Ozzy, to Jim, and to Jason for meeting with me. Christian County and Hopkinsville, they're getting ready to invade the channel. We're going down there for 3 days. Next week, the videos below this will probably be about 30 of nothing but Christian County and Hoptown guys. So LaRue County, raise up, share this video, let people know LaRue County's now on the scene. We'll see you guys on the mats. Thank you to my LaRue County friends.